Most people spend their lives chasing comfort. A softer bed, a better chair, a shorter line, a warmer room. But let me tell you something that very few will dare to say. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. The moment you stop challenging yourself is the moment you start dying, not physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Comfort is a trap disguised as peace. And the truly successful, the truly fulfilled, have discovered one golden truth. Growth lives in discomfort. Transformation begins the moment you step away from what is familiar and force yourself into the unknown. It is not a coincidence that the most successful people in history endured the most uncomfortable beginnings. They did not run from hardship, they ran toward it. Why? Because discomfort is life's greatest teacher. When you are cold, you learn how to build a fire. When you are hungry, you learn how to hunt. When you are broken, you learn how to rebuild. The pressure you feel right now, that stress, that challenge, is not a punishment, it is preparation. The average person avoids discomfort and clings to routine. They wait for perfect timing, perfect conditions, perfect motivation. But the extraordinary person, they create those conditions by moving forward in spite of discomfort. They do what is hard because it is hard. They seek pressure like coal seeks heat because they know it turns them into diamonds. When you force yourself to be uncomfortable, your mind sharpens, your resilience builds, your confidence skyrockets. Every time you do what's difficult, wake up early, train when you're tired, speak when you're afraid, say no when it's tempting, you plant seeds of power within yourself. And over time, those seeds grow into a mindset that cannot be broken. This isn't theory, this is law, just like gravity. If you lift heavy things, your muscles grow. If you think hard thoughts, your mind grows. If you face big fears, your courage grows. And if you chase discomfort daily, your destiny grows. You were not born for average. You were not designed to live a lukewarm life. Deep down, you know this. That itch you feel when you settle, that frustration when you know you're capable of more, that's not guilt. That's your inner greatness begging you to wake up and rise. So, I challenge you. No, I dare you. Start doing what's uncomfortable on purpose. Not once, not twice, but daily. Have that difficult conversation. Read that intimidating book. Take that terrifying first step. Every time you do, you carve a stronger version of yourself from the stone of hesitation. Greatness is not reserved for the lucky. It is earned by the bold. It belongs to those who are willing to suffer now so they can shine later. And believe me, the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts a lifetime. So, if you're waiting for a sign, this is it. Stop running from discomfort. Start forcing yourself into it, because the moment you do, you don't just change your circumstances, you change your identity. And that, my friend, is where your power truly begins. Absolutely. Here are 6 powerful points distilled from the speech, "Force yourself to be uncomfortable." Comfort is the enemy of growth. True personal transformation begins when you step outside of what feels safe and familiar. Comfort keeps you stagnant. Discomfort pushes you to evolve. Discomfort is life's greatest teacher. Challenges are not punishments, they are lessons. When you're cold, hungry, or broken, you learn resourcefulness, grit, and resilience. Extraordinary people embrace pressure. High achievers don't avoid hard things, they seek them. They know pressure doesn't break them, it builds them into something stronger. Every act of discomfort builds inner power. Each time you choose the hard path, waking early, saying no to temptation, facing fears, you deposit strength into your character bank. Discomfort strengthens mindset and identity. Doing what's uncomfortable consistently reshapes your identity. You stop seeing yourself as limited and start becoming someone powerful and unstoppable. Discipline hurts less than regret. The temporary pain of discomfort is a small price to pay compared to the lifelong pain of what if. Forcing yourself to grow now ensures you don't look back later with regret. Let me know if you'd like a visual version of this, e.g. carousel post or video format. Most people are unknowingly trapped in a cycle of comfort. They wake up at the same time, follow the same routine, do the same work, and seek the same outcomes. Why? Because comfort feels good. It feels safe. It creates the illusion that everything is okay. But that illusion is dangerous. It's a quiet killer of dreams, potential, and progress. What people don't realize is that comfort is not just a place of rest, it's a place of decay. When you're comfortable, you stop growing. Your muscles don't strengthen without resistance. Your mind doesn't sharpen without challenge. Your spirit doesn't rise without pressure. Growth, in any form, demands tension. It requires struggle. That's why comfort is the enemy of growth. It keeps you exactly where you are, even when deep down, you know you were made for more. Look at nature. Trees grow taller when they push against wind and weather. Diamonds form under pressure. Gold is refined by fire. Nothing of value is created in comfort. And yet society teaches us to chase it, to aim for easy, to avoid pain. But this mindset is a trap. It convinces you to settle. It whispers lies like, "You're doing enough," or "This is good enough," when deep down your soul is crying out for expansion. Every major breakthrough in history came from someone who chose discomfort over ease. They faced criticism, rejection, failure, but they kept moving forward. Why? Because they understood this principle. If you want to rise above average, you must be willing to suffer more than average people are willing to suffer. Comfort wants you to stay in your bed when your dreams are calling you to rise. Comfort wants you to quit when your heart is begging you to try again. Comfort wants you to live a safe life, never failing, but never truly living either. And if you let it, it will steal your potential and hand you a lifetime of mediocrity. But here's the truth. Everything you want, success, purpose, strength, confidence, is waiting for you on the other side of discomfort. And you don't have to wait for life to force it on you. You can choose it. You can train yourself to step into the unknown, face the resistance, and grow through the pain. The moment you begin forcing yourself to be uncomfortable is the moment your true life begins. Because outside of comfort is where your power lives. Discomfort is often viewed as something to be avoided at all costs. It's easy to see it as an obstacle or a punishment, something that disrupts your peace and makes you feel uneasy. But discomfort is, in fact, one of life's most valuable teachers. It forces you to confront your limitations, expand your boundaries, and ultimately become a stronger version of yourself. When life challenges you, whether through personal struggles, professional setbacks, or emotional hardships, it's not the universe conspiring against you. It's the universe preparing you. Each uncomfortable situation has the potential to teach you something important. Think about it. When everything is easy, there's no reason to grow. You may feel content, but you're not evolving. Growth happens when you are forced to adapt, to stretch beyond what you thought was possible. Take, for example, physical training. If you want to build muscle, you have to push your body to the point of discomfort. Muscles don't grow in comfort. They grow under strain when they are broken down and then rebuilt stronger than before. The same principle applies to every other area of life. Whether you're learning a new skill, growing your business, or building stronger relationships, discomfort is the catalyst for growth. It's the fire that refines you. Discomfort also helps reveal your true potential. When you face challenges, you learn what you're really made of. You discover inner strengths that you didn't know existed. This process can be painful, but it's essential. The pressure you feel in moments of discomfort pushes you to think more creatively, problem solve more efficiently, and act more decisively. It strips away the false sense of security and forces you to tap into your full power. Moreover, discomfort doesn't just teach you how to be better. It teaches you how to deal with failure, rejection, and adversity. These are inevitable parts of life, and if you learn to handle them with grace and persistence, you'll develop resilience. Life will continue to throw challenges your way, but you'll become better equipped to handle them. The more you face discomfort, the more you realize that it doesn't have to break you, it can make you. Ultimately, discomfort is not something to fear or avoid. It's something to embrace. It's a necessary part of the journey to becoming the best version of yourself. By recognizing discomfort as a teacher and not an enemy, you open yourself up to a lifetime of growth and transformation. The most successful individuals in history didn't achieve greatness by seeking comfort. They embraced pressure, adversity, and challenges because they understood something crucial. Growth and success are not born in the absence of difficulty. They are forged through it. While most people shy away from discomfort, the extraordinary seek it out. They know that pressure is not something to avoid, it's something to welcome. In fact, they thrive on it. Think about diamonds. They are formed under extreme pressure, deep within the earth. It's the intensity of that pressure that transforms a simple piece of coal into something priceless. The same principle applies to people. When you face challenges head-on, you experience pressure, but instead of letting it break you, you use it as a force to refine and strengthen yourself. The more pressure you face, the more resilient you become. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is often their attitude towards pressure. Ordinary people view stress and struggle as burdens, things to be feared or avoided. But those who achieve extraordinary things see these moments as opportunities to rise to the occasion. They don't shrink back when life gets tough. They step forward, understanding that each challenge is an opportunity to build character, resilience, and strength. Pressure forces you to make decisions, take action, and rise to the occasion. When faced with adversity, you have two choices. You can either retreat and let the pressure defeat you, or you can lean into it and allow it to push you to your limits. It's in those moments of discomfort and pressure that you find out who you truly are and what you're truly capable of. Most people will crumble under pressure, but the ones who succeed will rise to meet it, knowing that each challenge they face is shaping them into something greater. This is why extraordinary people not only accept pressure, they seek it. They put themselves in situations where the stakes are high, where the outcome isn't certain, and where the potential for failure is real. It's this environment that accelerates their growth. They understand that success doesn't come to those who are always comfortable, but to those who are willing to face the fire and come out stronger on the other side. In essence, embracing pressure is a choice. It's the choice to move forward when others are retreating, to step into the discomfort when others are staying in their comfort zones. It's the choice to grow, to evolve, and to become someone who is ready to take on the challenges of life and conquer them. So don't run from pressure. Seek it out, embrace it, and let it make you into the person you were always meant to be. Every time you choose to do something uncomfortable, you're not just stepping out of your comfort zone. You're actively building a stronger version of yourself. This concept is vital to understand because the smallest acts of discomfort add up over time, creating a foundation of power and confidence. Whether it's waking up earlier, having a difficult conversation, or tackling a challenge you've been avoiding, these actions are more than just tasks. They're investments in your personal strength. When you push yourself to do what's uncomfortable, you're essentially flexing your resilience. Just like a muscle, the more you use it, the stronger it becomes. If you avoid discomfort, your resilience stagnates. But by facing it head-on, you grow mentally, emotionally, and physically. Every time you push through the resistance, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought. These seemingly small victories accumulate, and they lay the groundwork for much larger successes in your life. The discomfort you face in life isn't just about enduring pain for the sake of it. It's about proving to yourself that you have the strength to keep going when things get tough. The act of doing something difficult builds your self-confidence because with each success you reinforce the belief that you are capable of overcoming whatever comes your way. This self-assurance doesn't come from watching others succeed or from reading motivational quotes. It comes from doing the work yourself. When you face discomfort, you also begin to master your emotions. You learn how to be uncomfortable without letting fear or doubt take over. At first, it may feel like your mind is working against you. Your instincts may tell you to retreat, to avoid the discomfort and seek safety. But as you push through those initial thoughts, you begin to realize that your mind can be trained. You start to control your reactions, not just your actions. This is a powerful skill that will serve you in every area of life, from work to relationships to personal goals. Over time, these repeated acts of discomfort shape your mindset. You no longer see challenges as threats, but as opportunities for growth. Your self-discipline increases, your resilience builds, and your belief in your own abilities strengthens. You become someone who doesn't shrink back from difficulties, but confronts them with the confidence that you can handle whatever comes your way. In short, every time you step into discomfort, you're not just surviving, you're growing. Each uncomfortable experience is an opportunity to build a stronger, more capable version of yourself, laying the foundation for success and fulfillment in the long term. When you consistently put yourself into uncomfortable situations, you are not just facing external challenges, you are actively reshaping your own identity. The way you see yourself, your abilities, and your potential is directly influenced by how you respond to discomfort. Each time you face a difficult situation, you are confronted with a choice. Retreat back into what feels safe or rise to meet the challenge. How you respond to that choice defines who you become. At first, pushing yourself into discomfort may feel unnatural. It can be overwhelming and scary. However, over time, your reactions start to change. The more you choose the difficult path, the more you begin to see yourself as someone who is capable of handling whatever life throws your way. You stop identifying as someone who avoids challenges and begin to identify as someone who actively seeks and conquers them. This shift in mindset is the key to personal transformation. It's through this process that you begin to realize that discomfort is not something that diminishes you. Rather, it amplifies your potential. When you embrace discomfort and push through it, you discover strengths you didn't know you had. Each new challenge you overcome adds to your internal strength, confidence, and resilience, reinforcing the belief that you are capable of more than you thought. This change in self-identity doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process, one that happens as you face adversity and choose to grow through it. As you continue to embrace discomfort, you begin to see setbacks as temporary learning experiences rather than signs of failure. Instead of feeling defeated when things don't go as planned, you develop the mental fortitude to view challenges as opportunities for growth. The more you stretch yourself beyond your comfort zone, the more you redefine what you believe is possible. The person who used to fear public speaking, for example, becomes the person who steps onto the stage with confidence. The person who once doubted their ability to start a business becomes the person who takes the first step, and then another, until success becomes inevitable. Through this process, your sense of self-worth is built on your ability to overcome, to persevere, and to continue growing. By embracing discomfort, you no longer remain stagnant or locked into an old version of yourself. Instead, you evolve into a person who continuously adapts and improves. Your identity becomes one of resilience, courage, and strength. Discomfort becomes a tool, not a barrier, and through it, you create the strongest, most confident version of yourself. The pain of discomfort is temporary, but the pain of regret is lasting. This simple truth is often overlooked, yet it carries immense power. Many people avoid discomfort because they fear the short-term pain it brings. The difficulty of waking up early, the exhaustion of working hard, the anxiety of trying something new. It all seems unbearable in the moment. However, this temporary pain is far less significant than the lifelong regret that comes from choosing the easy path, from not pushing through discomfort, and from staying stagnant. Regret is a constant companion to those who choose comfort over growth. It quietly builds over time as you look back on missed opportunities, unspoken words, and dreams left unpursued. It whispers, "What if?" and eats away at your confidence, your potential, and your happiness. When you let discomfort stop you from taking action, you're not just avoiding temporary hardship, you're setting yourself up for a future filled with, "I wish I had." Instead of looking back with pride and accomplishment, you'll be left with a nagging feeling of what could have been. On the other hand, the pain of discomfort is often fleeting. Yes, it may be challenging to push through the discomfort of stepping outside your comfort zone, but that discomfort passes once the task is done. You wake up the next day stronger, wiser, and more confident than you were before. The pain of doing something difficult, whether it's facing rejection, learning a new skill, or taking a risk, doesn't last forever. In fact, it usually fades quickly, replaced by a sense of accomplishment, growth, and pride. When you choose to embrace discomfort, you choose to grow, you choose to evolve into a person who doesn't shy away from challenges but faces them head on. This growth becomes a permanent part of who you are. The temporary discomfort becomes the fuel for your future success, while the regret of avoiding discomfort would have become a permanent weight, slowing you down for the rest of your life. In the long run, the pain of discomfort is small and manageable, but the cost of regret is immense. It lingers, affecting your mindset, your relationships, and your opportunities. By forcing yourself to embrace discomfort now, you are investing in a future without regret. You are setting yourself up for success, confidence, and a life lived without looking back with what-ifs. So choose discomfort over regret, and you will find that the temporary pain was worth the lasting rewards. In conclusion, embracing discomfort is the key to unlocking your true potential. It is the uncomfortable moments in life that shape us, build our strength, and push us to grow. By stepping outside of your comfort zone, you're not just challenging yourself, you're transforming yourself into a more capable, resilient, and powerful individual. Every act of discomfort is an opportunity to strengthen your mindset, expand your abilities, and become someone who rises to the occasion, no matter what life throws your way. Remember, discomfort isn't something to fear or avoid. It's a powerful tool that refines your character. Whether it's facing pressure, overcoming failure, or simply doing what feels hard, discomfort teaches you lessons you can't learn any other way. It forces you to push your limits, discover new strengths, and reshape your identity into someone who thrives under challenge. Choosing discomfort over comfort means you are choosing growth over stagnation, success over mediocrity, and fulfillment over regret. The pain of discomfort is temporary, but the rewards of growth last a lifetime. And in the end, it's the discomfort you face today that will lead to the success and confidence you experience tomorrow. So, step into discomfort. Seek it out, embrace it, and let it transform you. The life you want, the life of greatness, power, and fulfillment is waiting for you on the other side of that discomfort. It's time to stop avoiding the challenges and start rising to meet them head on. Your best self is waiting for you to take that first step.